Too quiet here. Where are the brothers, or the abbot's men? I would say well met, brother, but I cannot shake off the needle itch of dread. Is something wrong?
I followed the abbot here, kept him in my sight. But the monks, his servants, I have seen nothing of them.
Dead?
I do not think so. But there is no good here in this grave hush.
And where is the abbot now?
In his quarters. Come, and be on your guard.
Does this have the stench of betrayal to you, brother?
Why would the godly shepherd ally with the heretic?
Kinnebert is a man who craves power and position. With Tedman dead, he must find it somewhere else.
There is truth in that. Keep your eyes and blade sharp.
Kinnebert, your guests have arrived. Come. Supper's ready. The dear abbot sent me a warm invitation, said my friends were eager to meet with me. It's early for supper, I know. But Kinnebert's ale goes so well with roasted lamb and cinnamon blueberry peas. I couldn't resist.
Where is my brother?
Is he not here? Mon Dieu, I never told him.
Kill her, and we'll never find Sigurd.
Sit, Ava. Eat. And let me tell you the tale of a man who talks with gods.
You mock me. I have killed for much less.
Of course you have. Isn't that the way of this ugly world? We cull the sheep and thin the flock as we see fit, you and I. Most who walk the earth are little more than talking blood bladders, wasted flesh. But not Sigurd. Sigurd is something else. Sigurd has been touched. He is deified. The gods, they speak through him.
You lured him in with that lie. Your words are bile and blight.
You should have listened, Ava. I tried to tell you. The gods are real and their power is within our grasp. You will never find him. Not till I have had my fill. To old friends. This really is delicious, Kinnebert. Is it cloves I taste? Well, that concludes supper. Kill them, and bring their bodies to my sanctum in Canterbury.
They will be upon us soon. Maybe there is another way out.
Fulke let slip that her sanctum is at Canterbury.
She did. And with no cause. I'd approach the place with caution. It may be a lie.
It may be, but it's the only lead we have.
I hope all this innocent sacrifice is worth the trouble.
It's Sigurd, my brother. Of course it is.
Then come, let us dive into the maw of death. I was never keen on seeing my winter years. This will not be for nothing, Eivor. We will find Sigurd.
It's not just him. I want Folke to suffer.
This land of summer, mists and forests, dreaming darkly. I see secrets, and I want to know England. All of it.
And yet it rounds on us at every turn, snarling like a cornered dog. I begin to despair of ever settling here.
Perhaps the stars light your path, and you will never have a home here.
Do you miss the land of your birth?
I have long been away. But it is fiercely beautiful beneath the vanity, arrogance, and pettiness of men.
I should like to see it.
You could if you wish. My father was an architect, a builder of wonders. The great Mosque of Samarra, his masterpiece. Another man, who played the Caliphate's game better, took the credit. He was exiled, and died in poverty.
Your faith's ours. What of loyalty? Shared stories round the hearth. Warm nights, bodies, and the tender love of another.
There are some who are worthy. A scant few that tower above the sullied mass. Men and women of vision and valor.
Sigurd is one such man.
He is. Fulke isn't wrong on that score.
I fear for him, Basim. I cannot rest until he's free.
Nor will I, my friend. The practice of learning has waned considerably in England since the days of the Romans. What books they still have, they keep locked away in their churches, hidden from the eyes of common folk.
Thralls and churls cannot read. What would be the point?
They could learn. The church could teach them. So much of human history would be open to them. Aristotle, Pythagoras, Euclid, ancient knowledge lost to all but a few hard-headed men of the cloth.
You have studied these works yourself.
In my youth, I was consumed with a passion for understanding. I spent many hours a day in the House of Wisdom in Baghdad.
A seminary.
A great library full of the greatest learning of mankind. For a boy seeking answers, it holds many riches. One day, I was sitting cross-legged, devouring a study by the great astronomer Al-Khwarizmi. With the swiftness belying his years, the papers were plucked from my grasp by the great man himself. His presence stole my voice. He was kind and open-hearted. He showed me such scientific wonders.
And what did you learn there?
Calculations placing the sun, moon, and 5 planets. Equations that crashed and sparkled with divine intelligence. I asked the great man.
You saw your god's hand in the runes?
I found wisdom, and I have been searching for more ever since. There is great vastness outside ourselves, Eivor. Most only notice a few grains of sand. But some, like Sigurd, see the endless flow of the hourglass.
What you see in Sigurd, is this what fool—
Back to one! Kill!
What you see in Sigurd, Is this what Fulke sees as well?
I believe it is. We will find no friends in Canterbury, so try not to draw attention.
This place reeks of the piety of priests.
This land of summer, mists and forests, dreaming darkly. I see secrets, and I want to know England. All of it.
And yet it rounds on us at every turn, snarling like a cornered dog. I begin to despair of ever settling here.
Perhaps the stars write your path, and you will never have a home here.
Do you miss the land of your birth?
I have long been away.
Best go hooded here.
It's beautiful beneath the vanity, arrogance, and pettiness of men.
I should like to see it.
You could if you wish. My father was an architect, a builder of wonder. This place swarms with Fulke's people. Sigurd will be well guarded. Caution and subtlety should be our path.
Ready? Follow me.
This is a trap. Why would Fulke give us her sanctum?
She baits us. Cocksure and arrogant. But she cannot see failure in her path.
Her fearful wit would say otherwise.
To arms, Bassam!
So we are to blunder in like an ox? Whatever we find there, keep your head.
You jest at me like a child, Bassam.
I guard you like a father. Nothing is served with your brutal end. You have much to do in this life. I know it.
More riddles, sly tongue.
No riddles. I sense a greatness within you both. Your destiny is not to stain the stones of this godhouse with your blood.
Take the coward up! Why all this?
Hey! Come here! If she's still here, I'll burn this Christ house to the ground.
For the Order! For the glory of the Ancients!
Hey, good night.
way to Fulke's sanctum.
Then let us go.
Fulke! I'm here! Face me!
Have a care, Eivor. You will play into our hands.
What does it mean? These word tangles that speak of elves and demons. By Odin, this is a sick tapestry she wove. For every drop of his blood she spilled, I will take a meat horn more. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Sigurd.
Eivor! What is it?
Tell me that you found something. Anything we can use.
I may have. A fortress in Sussex. The Order trained soldiers there.
We must be sure. Sigurd is running out of time. Anything else?
Documents of interest to the Hidden Ones. Hyden will surely want to look. But for Sigurd, Porchester is our only lead. If he is in Porchester Castle, we'll need a massive army to crack its walls.
I have many friends in England now. If I call on them, they will come.
They will.
Basim, she severed his arm clean off. Can a man survive such a loss?
Physically, he can. Mentally, It's hard to say. So much stress can drive a man to despair.
If you suggest he might take his own life as Tedman did, banish that idea. I must tell my people at the settlement that their Jarl remains a captive. They will not take it well.
We will not fail again, Eivor. I'll scout ahead and send word to the settlement when I know more of Porchester. Be ready.
It's Walden, I tell you!
Don't be thick, Braun. Everyone knows Odin leads the Wild Hunt. Eivor! Who leads the Wild Hunt?
Odin. Why?
I was explaining to him the way of Oscorei. This one wants to turn it into a pageant.
Not a pageant, a parade! I was thinking some of us could dress up like gods from both lands. Maybe you could lead it, Eivor?
Oscorea isn't a celebration. It's when the veil between the worlds grows thin, and the dead will haunt us if we don't honor them.
True. And they say the gods come to Midgard to hunt. Not just beasts, but men also. It wouldn't be wise to draw their attention.
You are wise to be wary of the god's wrath, Dane. But it's not by hiding that you'll evade the Wild Hunt.
I told you not to pester the locals, Uncle. Have you been in the herds again?
Don't patronize me, you little shit! And you will call me Brother Maxwell like everyone else.
No one calls you that.
I've seen you around, planting your smoking pots everywhere. The whole village smells like a seer's hut.
Those pots are placed where the fabric of the veil is weakest, letting us perceive unseen threats before they are upon us.
I'm sorry, Eivor. He shows up like this without warning. I told him he could stay with me while he's here.
You're right to offer hospitality. And we should mark the Wild Hunt in some way. It's a source of fear for people of both faiths.
And how do you think we should mark Oscorea, Eivor?
With tests of skill and strength. Like Tyr's archery range. Show the hunt, they'll find no easy prey here.
Svinda is setting up another event since her last tournament was so successful.
Good. Tell her we'll use it, not to celebrate, but to prepare for the Wild Hunt.
Tell her yourself. You're the one leading this preparation.
Me? I didn't.
And be sure to visit Gudmund's homage to the dead. Or didn't you notice the ship in the middle of the settlement?
I noticed the ship.
Good. May Odin's wisdom guide you.
So no parade.
I have a better job for you, Bronn. You'll be the judge of whose actions will impress the gods. You'll be the keeper of the tokens.
I will be the best judge you have ever seen, Eivor.
Go see Novid about the tokens. Tell him I sent you, and I'll come find you later.
My herbs let us see the invisible. But it's you, as leader, who must cross the veil and discover the mysteries of the Nether Realm.
I never said I was leading. Maybe I should have let Bronn have his parade. What in the Nine Realms was that? Hello, Ake. I didn't know you were fond of horses.
I'd rather deal with a horse than an ass.
I'm not here to trade barbs, Ake. I've come to see what you're preparing.
A challenge, Eivor. A true test of equestrian skill. There'll be barriers to break, targets to hit, and a time limit.
I thought you said it would be a challenge.
It will require equal measures of skill, speed, and control. Do you think you have what it takes?
Give me a moment to mount. Why so quiet, Ake? Where is the lash of your wit now?
I am silenced by your show of skill. You may claim the full prize.
Hello again, Ake.
Welcome back, Eivor. Ready to put your skills on display?
Not right now, Ake, but soon enough.
That is a... Is that everything? This feast has to be great.
Yes, it is our last chance.
Wolf-kissed.
Welcome to Ravensthorpe. I am Eivor, though you seem to know me already.
You are well known to us. I am Toka Sinriksdottir, and the Frankish boar with me is my advisor, Pierre. We are here on behalf of Sigfred of Francia, renowned warrior and leader of the Northmen there.
You look to be at home here already.
How could we not be? What you have done in this place is amazing. The guest house is a fitting addition. We have also brought new tastes for your long table from Francia. If it is drink you prefer, we have mulled wine.
Very generous. Some might say overly generous.
Consider it a token of goodwill from the hand of my uncle Siegfried. You know, clan to clan.
There'll be blood if any here heard I refuse to feast, so consider it accepted.
Yes, you honor us. Ravensthorpe reminds me of how Francia used to be. Given the chance, I would visit often.
You would be welcome. Yet you do not share your gifts for nothing. I await the boon you surely will ask of me.
Tales of your judgment prove true. You can teach me some of that wisdom over ale this day. Shall we begin?
Let us see if these Frankish treats hold up to scrutiny.
Let us eat!
How one can prefer ale to wine? Mon Dieu, it astounds me still. You Norse may have us Franks on the battlefield, but when it comes to drink, we stand unbeaten.
It will always be ale for my cup.
It is not only the channel that separates us, there is an entire sea of bad taste.
I want to show you something. In our travels throughout England, I have taken swords in raids and battles. This I took in a holmgang against two oafish brothers in East Anglia. 'Tis but a worn twig, but is still my favorite.
So, you have traveled to all corners of this land before arriving at Ravensthorpe. To what end?
I mean to entice you and others like you to join in the glorious raids along the River Seine.
Who have you talked with thus far?
Many. Jarl Hemminger, Guthrum, even Halfdan. Paris itself is set to be sieged. And after that, we will have amassed more riches than anyone in England has dared imagine.
Let me guess how many Jarls will join you on your Frankish raids and sieges. None.
They just fail to see the scale of the bounty we stand to plunder.
What do you really want, Toka?
Every word I have said is true. But there is something else. A new power is rising in Francia.
What kind of power?
The Frankish kingdoms have been united under one king, Charles the Fat. And with this combined strength, Charles has begun a slow march against the Norse villages there. He killed my father and wiped out my village.
I am sorry for your father and your village. We have our own troubles here in this land.
With Charles the Fat in power, those troubles will worsen. After his campaign in Francia, he will come for England. Charles will come for you and your clan. His armies multiply by the day. Real soldiers and cavalry, not like the Saxon farmhands and gillers in these parts.
If the Raven clan were to help you, what is it you would ask of us?
Our chieftain, Siegfried, prepares to siege Paris and make the Franks rethink their actions against we Norse. And our longships will grow heavy with treasure in the doing.
My scouts attest to the claims of Toka and her people. But before now, I saw no reason to involve our clan.
Do you see reason now?
If the mad King Charles does have ambitions for England, we should act. The Siegfried you mentioned, he rallies the Norse there. Joining him could be our chance to push back against this new king.
Or I could meet this Charles myself. And if you will not deal with me, I kill him.
This problem is bigger than one king. If we kill one, another will rise. Were he murdered by a Norse from England, it could bring the Franks to our shores even sooner.
Then I'll be mindful of who I kill and who I ally with in Francia. Could be a stable king is the way to keep Ravensthorpe safe.
Let me see the sword. I wish to examine the ironwork.
No, I stole this, and it is mine.
Fine. If you will not show it to me, I will have to take it. Ready yourself, Pierre. I challenge you to a holmgang.
Enough. Toka, you came here looking for help with this new Frankish threat. The Raven clan will answer your call.
You will? You will! I promise you will not regret this. Find Pierre when you have prepared, and we will make for Francia at once.
Thank you.
My head. I should have kept to ale. Toka said to find Pierre when I'm... Francia.
I hope your head does not ache like mine. What a night. But we should leave for Francia soon.
Careful, grandmother. Something fell from the sky to earth like it has been thrown by Odin himself.
A strength he no doubt wishes he possessed. No danger remains. But look. It revealed something hidden in the mountainside.
Looks almost like a door.
If it is, then it's the door to something that I have long been searching for. May I ask you for a kindness, Drengur?
My name is Eivor of the Raven clan, and that depends on how kind you need me to be.
Will you grant me a home while I investigate the door? Eivor of the Raven clan.
I don't make a habit of sheltering strangers.
My name is Hilderan. There. Now we are no longer strangers. Please. If I am right, then this is Freya's gate. Allow me to stay, and I will help you discover the treasures that lay on the other side.
Very well. I'll give you a small piece of land to make a home on, and supplies from our raids to build with.
Thank you, kind Eivor. The gods smile on you.
I may be kind, but I am no fool. Everyone must pull their weight, and I expect no less from you.
A fair rule, and one I can easily follow. Eivor the Kind, a welcomed visit. Like what you see.
You've certainly made this space your own. But how does this help you open a stone door?
It is a shrine to Freya. We will need her favor if we wish to reveal the hidden treasures.
Oh, it's we now, is it?
I told you, Eivor. You will want to see what is on the other side. Now come. Freya demands combat before she will aid us.
For a moment I thought you meant for me to fight you.
Fear not. I can handle myself.
I cannot possibly fight you. I would kill you.
You could try. Attack me. Now get up, and let's give Lady Freya a fight. Fight harder, Eivor. Yes. Give me everything you have. You're leaving yourself open to attack.
This old woman fights like a young Jomsvikinger.
You're leaving yourself open to attack! Good. Now watch. Come at me again!
What magic is this? And how do you fight with the strength of a berserker?
I can teach you, Eivor. But first, we fight!
These aren't good weapons.
Are you already making excuses, stranger?
How is this possible?
Calm your mind of questions and concentrate on battle! Good! That was good!
I have seen many strange things, but nothing like this. What magic do you possess? I've not seen a seer fight like that.
I am no seer. I am what you see before you. An old warrior with a knowledge of secrets.
If that was not magic, then what was it?
That was a battle meditation. You entered Hugerheim, the mind's realm. It is a secret form of training that not many know. You can attack full force with no fear of injury.
And yet you know this training.
You're glad to have let me stay now, aren't you?
Very much. Tell me, what part does the amulet play?
It is a vessel. It needs to be filled with the energy created in battle. But it will only work with this type of shrine. They can be found all over Mercia.
I have many questions still.
I promise you will get answers. But first, I have marked a shrine location on your map. Once there, enter a meditation. The amulet will pull you into Hugerheim.
And what happens when I finish my training?
Then, you return to me.
Very well. Have you met Valka? Something of you reminds me of her.
Go now, kind Eivor, and train.
Tira, we need an archery challenge to test our skills.
This range tests a hunter's sense to know when to shoot and when not to shoot.
When does a hunter not shoot?
Imagine we're hunting together, you step on a branch, and I shoot without thinking. What do you think happens?
I take your point.
In this contest, archers score points for hitting the right targets and lose points for hitting the wrong ones.
Seems straightforward.
There's also a time limit to make it more challenging. You want to give it a shot?
Hand me a bow.
Start on my mark. Begin! Halfway mark! Imagine the targets are your enemies! Remember, shoot only true targets! Don't take aim unless you're ready. Lower your bow. No shame in that score. Go claim your reward. Eivor, good to see you.
Some of our people are anxious about the wild hunt. I want to raise their courage through contests of skill and bravery.
I have the very thing. I want to recreate the chaos of battle. Our warriors will fight within the fog of war.
You mean the smoke? Did a monk bring those braziers?
Yes, he said something about a veil I did not understand, but I find they add to the experience in surprising ways.
How do you mean?
I don't want to spoil it for you. Besides, it affects everyone differently. Would you like to give it a try?
I'll give it a try.
Not far.
I won.
Well done. But I think I'll make it more challenging. Come back when you're ready for another round.
Novet, I'm glad to see you back.
Really? Then why did you send Braun to confiscate all my tokens?
I'm sorry, Novet. I should have asked you first. Braun was disappointed we're not having a parade, so...
Relax, Eivor. I'm just having fun at your expense. Now, would you like to see my fall collection?
Let's see what you have. I must be on my way now. Goodbye.
Always a pleasure.
Good day to you all, Win.
Ah, good day, Eivor. I hear you've taken charge of the Fall Festival. I look forward to, what do you call it again?
Oscorea. I wouldn't say I'm in charge, I just talk to people.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'm sure you're playing a greater role than you realize. By the way, you'll want to keep a close eye on Braun's uncle. He's been leaving flaming pots everywhere.
I know. He's a strange one. He may even be mad, but I don't think there's evil in his heart.
Oh, I'm not suggesting any malicious intent, but Braun did mention he once burnt down a church. Accidentally, of course.
Oh.
And a short while ago, I saw him heading towards the edge of the forest with an armload of kindling.
He'll set the forest ablaze. Where can I find him?
Follow the smoke.
This pungent smoke is not thick, but it clouds the hookah.
If your thoughts grow cloudy, look deeper within, and seek clarity through your inner eye.
I didn't think I spoke those thoughts aloud.
I know what it's like to stand on the threshold of another world.
I think you grow drunk on your own fumes.
Do you think it mere chance that brought you here?
No. No, Nier. Leave little to chance.
Then open your mind to the worlds beyond our own, as the veil that hides them is pulled away.
What would you have me see?
It's not about my desires, but yours. What do you seek?
I seek to protect my people from the Wild Hunt.
You'll need to cross the veil, face your greatest fear, meet your own worst enemy.
Greatest fear. It'll take more than herb-induced visions to terrify me. Have I crossed the veil? This place is unsettling, but not terrifying. What enemies might I encounter here? The spirits of the dead? Skjotve wander this netherworld. There is a force here, invisible. wasn't so mad after all. Stand aside, spirit. I come for the rune. I do not wish to add to your grief. This spirit could be my twin. There is murder in its eyes. They want Eivor walk away. If I slay this thing, will I die? We not lose. Will I escape this place? It's true. We can be our own worst enemy. But I feel no joy at having vanquished it. That fight was more tiring than I thought. I grow weak. I must have painted this rune in my sleep. Nothing so strange about that. It doesn't shine with power like in the Nether Realm, but it's comforting, nevertheless.
Where is he? Where is Sigurd?
He's alive.
But not with you. Where is he?
Dag, not now. I need to speak with Randvi.
You never found him, did you? Tell us, Eivor. We deserve the truth.
I need to speak with Randvi. Step aside, now.
You never found him, because you didn't look. I see you, Eivor. I know what you are.
Eivor, you come alone. I fear what that means for Sigurd.
I could not find him. That madwoman Folke, she slipped away. Took him to Sussex. We need an army. Call on our alliances. Remind them of their oath to me. We must act before...
Before what, Eivor?
She tortured him, Randvi. Did unspeakable things. Severed his arm and left it as a gift. I fear she means to kill him. Slowly.
Gods.
Hey, my boy.
Take me, Eivor. Our victories
To me,
are the
warrior,
gods themselves.
let gold and glory be our meat and mead.
Count on me, Eivor. I'll show you I will be patient. For honor and glory.
If you would have me a all-father, grant my time will soon come.
Good boy.
rest soon enough.
Eivor! Eivor! Face me, Eivor! Stop there, Wolf-Kissed. This ends now.
Dag, turn around and walk away.
Your habits are not my own, Eivor. I do not flee responsibility for the sake of my glory. I stand firm with my people. For many months, I have stood at your side, keeping faith in Sigurd's judgment, because I believed in him and his vision. Do as Eivor commands, he told me. And I have. Against my better judgment, I did as you have asked me. And where has that left us? Without a Jarl? Without a purpose? Watching you chase glory around this land like a spooked hare!
You could have come to me in confidence, Dag, but that offer is gone.
I have no need of it! My mind is fixed. Hear me all! I challenge Eivor for the leadership of this clan until Sigurd is safe home!
Walk away, Dag.
No! We fight to the death!
You spew nonsense, Dag. This is absurd.
Enough! Let the circle be made! I have harassed you Fatherfoot!
Please! Please, both of you!
Is that the best you can do? You've got soft! Pathetic!
Stop! To do this. Walk away.
What's the matter, Eivor? Are you scared?
Only for what I must do. You walk a fool's path, Dag. This does not need to happen.
A coward to the last. Have courage, Eivor. I will make it quick.
There is no honor in this.
What do you know of honor that Caesar can teach you? You suffer at his feet and then leave him to die. You should have listened. You must have saved yourself.
Leave this place. Go with your life.
Spare me your pity and fight!
So be it. You leave me no choice. Please! Please, both of you! You could have waited. You could have come with me. You're a fool, Dag. You see where it's gotten you.
Silence!
If I had any pity, I would not lavish it on this poor fool.
He forced my hand.
Yes, and the cost of disrespect is death. You said it yourself. All he demanded, you gave him. That should be enough. I have no need for one so fragile in my hall of heroes.
He fought for what he believed in. Does that not count for something?
Does it? You killed him all the same. What is the true cost of disrespect? The choice lies with you.
You should not have come to this, old friend. Take this and fly to Odin's Hall. Whatever you sought in this life, may you find it in the next. Go to your homes. I will lay him to rest. Go to your homes!
Dag accused me of betrayal. He accused me of breaking my oath, and this is the answer I gave him. Now you will hear the truth unvarnished. None more than me wishes for Sigurd's safe return. You know this. You know this. All of you! And I will burn the fields, and dredge the rivers of Wessex to find him. That is my oath!
That is my oath. I will find Sigurd.
You will not be without your Jarl.
This I promise. Dag, you lived as you died, proud and defiant. I cannot begrudge you for that. I miss hearing you tell your stories, old friend, but I remember them well. Bakery is done, Tarben, and our feasting table will be warmer for it.
Eivor, that is kind of you. I hope one day I can repay you.
You are among friends here. There is no need.
No need, but a desire. An earnest one. I remember the good things people do for me. To warm my heart in times when kindnesses are few and far between. There was one more thing, though, if you had a moment. A grain merchant has set up downriver. I want to bring a half-dozen bags home, but I would need an extra pair of hands.
I can lend a hand.
That's a relief. I did not fancy asking Holger.
Tarben, what brought you to our clan?
Your reputation. Heard folk say a band of hard-drinking, battle-scarred warriors had washed up on shore. Said you had settled in the center of Mercia, taking in whatever flotsam, jetsam, and jumble of misfits came to your docks.
And this appealed to you?
More than anything. Always been a bit of a drifter. The thought of settling in a rowdy camp felt like a good balance. And being a baker, I knew my services would not be sniffed at.
Quite delicious.
I did not take you for a baker when we met. You have the look of someone who swings an axe.
I do hear that a lot.
But baking is your only craft, is that right?
I have always enjoyed it. And I have always been good at it. But when I'm not able to find such work, I take odd jobs where I can. So long as I can work with my hands.
Well, we have that in common.
A question, Eivor. You're a warrior, a fighter. That much I know. But if you could stop fighting, what would you do?
You asked the wrong question. I can stop fighting. But to do so would be to deny the essence of who I am. I think you mean, if I had to stop fighting, what would I become?
No, you've given me the answer I wanted. It's good you found what calls you. A rare and happy thing.
Yes, I see you both. What can I... It's you. What are you doing in Mercia?
Collecting grain. 30 silver's worth if you can spare it. I do have the coin.
Right. Well... take what you need and get going.
That should cover it. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And you take good care of yourself. Yeah?
Is that your usual vendor? He seemed a little surprised to see you.
Did he? Well, could be he knows somebody who looks like me. There's no shortage of big bearded men around here, yeah?
I suppose not. About your question earlier, what would I do if I weren't a warrior? I would ask the same of you. Is baking bread your greatest wish?
Is there something wrong with wanting to bake bread? The Romans baked bread. The Egyptians baked bread.
It is a fine trade. But is it your calling?
It is my calling to feed people, I'd say. To be of service to those I care for, and who care for me. That brings me joy.
Put that way, it is a noble pursuit.
I don't know that it's noble. It is simply what gets me up in the morning. It gives me purpose for the rest of my day.
Need help with your grain?
No need, no need. I'll do the rest myself. Bring it in and put it where I like.
All right. It was good to speak with you, Torben. A welcome diversion.
You too, Eivor. Thank you for your help.
I will be back.
And I will be here. Long have I waited for the chance to serve one of such worth.
Come, show me your valor in battle and earn your place at the great table.
You do enjoy building your ships, Gudmund, even if they're not going anywhere. I see people have been carving the names of the dead onto the hull.
Haig, Asa, Aslaug. These are names I haven't heard since my youth. We lost many on that evil night. Sven, a big man with a fine touch. He left his mark on many of us. Dag, a fighter until the end. I wouldn't call him a good man, but his bravery could not be denied. There are my parents. Rasta. She traded her life for her child. I will make sure it was worth it. Varin. He gave his life to the Raven clan. May the gods honor his sacrifice. That is for the Old Father to judge. Strange. This name has no message to honor it. Kaf. It's not a name I know.
Gudmund, you know someone named Kaf?
No.
It's the one name not carved into the wood, only scribbled in charcoal. Did you see who wrote it?
Maybe. Someone I didn't know came by earlier. Limping and staggering, like he was on his last legs. Didn't see his face.
And you didn't speak to him?
He didn't speak to me. He went that way, if you're interested.
I don't like unanswered questions so close to home. If the stranger was lame, he couldn't have gotten far.
A rune of protection. A rune of protection paid in blood. It's drawn upon our longhouse.
Such a deed must be rewarded. Take some tokens from the basket.
So, you got the tokens from Novid?
Yes, and he gave me a basket to keep them in. But he didn't seem very happy about letting me give them out.
He created the tokens and enjoys handing them out himself. But he'll be happy enough when people cash them in.
So what do I do?
Well, when someone offers a show of courage or an act of respect towards the dead, they are rewarded with tokens.
All right, I see. So when they tell me of these things, I let them take from the basket. Whatever they think fair.
Well, you might want to make certain rules, or at least check their claims.
I won't need to. I am a good judge of character.
We'll see how that works out. Tira, did you see a man limp past?
I did. He was heading north of the Longhouse.
This may be the end to this stranger's saga. Unless dead men can tell tales. This is our man. His gnarled fingers are black with coal dust. He wrote something down before he passed. I alone saw the attack from across the West River. If not for my warning, they'd all be dead. He was a lookout on the West River. There must be someplace with a better view.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
once served and prayed under St. Chad of Tamworth. I was a monk. I should have stayed there.
Did St. Chad die with his axe in his hand?
St. Chad will be revered for avoiding the axe. I wish I had done so myself, and not taken a path full of violent honor. The old gods will fade from our sight in time. God forgive me, for I have sinned.
last fool. A worm came creeping. He tore a man in two. Then Woden took 9 glory twigs.
Is this a prayer, an offering, or a final vestige of your oath?
Only a charm I never finished.